But Air Liquide was very motivated from the very beginning to be involved in this chair for a number of reasons. One, we see that sustainable development and energy are some of our key themes for growth in the future. So we're very active in the development of energy conservation methods and also new energies. But in addition, we have to come up with ways to burn fossil fuels in a way which is sustainable, which means that we have to be able to handle the CO2. Being a company very much involved in gas management, we think we have some competencies there. What's important to understand, though, and that's something we share with other industries, and obviously it's a very academic question as well, is how can we do that in a way which is safe and which is publicly acceptable? That's why we were very interested in participating in this chair. These are issues which need to be addressed collectively using economic and technical, but also social sciences, and this chair gives us a perfect opportunity to develop those skills. Well, our history with ParisTech goes way back. It's a very reliable partner. It's a partner with whom we've been working for some time in a couple of other thematic chairs. Of course, there's a lot of knowledge about these issues already, which we will draw on, but we also appreciate the proactivity of ParisTech. I understand you have 12 such chairs already, whereas some universities have many fewer. My own background, being American, I appreciate very much the need for partnership between public sector and private sector, but also with academia. So I'm very happy to participate in this and help to develop this. Well, Air Liquide has a number of international projects related to the capture and the sequestration of CO2. We are involved in what's called oxycombustion. Basically, we supply the oxygen and the burners, which are proprietary, to inject the oxygen into the furnace. That can be a furnace for a power plant. It can also be for metal blast furnace. And basically what we do is we master the conditions of combustion so that we don't damage the furnace, but we optimize the conditions of combustion, and so we assure that out the back end, what we're getting is basically CO2, very high concentration of CO2. Then we do VPSA, which is a vacuum swing adsorption, where we capture the CO2 and purify it and ready it for compression and eventually injection. So we are involved in such demonstrator projects in several places in the world, in Australia, also in Europe, of course, and in North America. So that's something that we're pursuing very actively, and we're getting our first industrial references already in the coming years. The relationship with this chair is that, of course, what's behind, in order to make it very sustainable, to make sure that these technologies are not only economically acceptable, but also socially acceptable, we have to master what are the risks, how to communicate about them, how to evaluate them, how to assure in the long term that the stockage, the sequestration of the CO2 is sustainable. Even if we, Air Liquide, we don't intend to necessarily be in this market, in this business, we need to assure that our partners who will be are doing it in a way which is sustainable.